of tips and tricks that I want to get out, and since I recommended Rhino for a starter frame, I can I think I should make a tutorial on how to play him because, well, most people probably don't know. First of all, your Rhino won't be as strong since, well, I put some effort in my Rhino and I already went over it in the modding segment. You probably won't have that much. For you, it will probably look something like which aura you have, probably none, and just some kind of weak mods. So the most important thing on Rhino, or at least the thing that most people play him for, is his iron skin, his quote-unquote tankiness, what makes him a tank, and also his buffing potential with the roar. How do you do that? You just put on Intensify. Here we go, Intensify on. You already get more ferrite armor and also more damage boost. And also some not important things here, and yeah. First of all, what does his abilities do? His first ability, Rhino Charge, will charges towards enemies and runs them over. His second ability puts an iron skin on himself, which protects him from damage until that ferrite armor is depleted. Third ability makes him roar and buffs yourself and your teammates for a little bit more damage. Pretty useful in general. Rhino Stomp is a basic crowd control. Everything within a 25-meter radius will be suspended in midair for 8 seconds. Pretty decent if stuff goes crazy and you just need a panic button. That is your panic button. Or Iron Skin. You choose. And like I said, most people play it only for the Iron Skin. So Iron Skin gets increased by Intensify, meaning ability strength, and also armor, which we have somewhere over here if I can find it. Steel fiber. There we go. If I remove it again, you see there's a little bit of difference. Of course, it's not that big because it only gives this amount to the base and Intensify does more simply. But it's good to have it on so you can double your iron skin. And when you go for armor, you should also go for health. Of course, it won't be as potent as what I put on, since you won't have those mods leveled up, because leveling up vitality to the maximum is expensive. Even leveling up the last bit is the most expensive, since that's the thing that costs most. And with that, your build is already complete. If you have a stretch, put it on, and if you have the capacity for it. If you don't know how to get capacity to 60, you just press your right joystick and put in an Orokin Catalyst. You can get those Orokin Catalysts from the alert once in an eternity or from Swordies. I recommend doing the Swordies every day. They are a really good source for whatever. Everything there is useful. And with that build, you already have a pretty good build. And if you have some mods laying around like Undying Will, it doesn't hurt. Your teammates will be grateful that they have longer to pick you up. But it's not needed. And most people will say you shouldn't put that on. But if those are all the mods you have, why not put other stuff on, that might give you a little bit of a bonus. Hold on. Sorry, I don't speak that language. Okay, and with that build you can already go into your first missions and explore the rest of the galaxy. And the boss we farm it, I already mentioned it, is Fossa on Venus. If you have your matchmaking to public, you will find a group very often because a lot of people run this boss. Right now, no one, but most of the time, a lot of people do it. And yeah, that's Rhino. Pretty good starter. You can do just about anything with that. And he's pretty good for not dying immediately. Some minor gimmicks to him I will explain in here. By the way, don't take everything that I have in here for granted, because not everything in the simulacrum is point on what you are gonna encounter in the field. Okay. Against those enemies you would die fairly quick, just as it is, but by casting Iron Skin while you're actively being shot at, you may have noticed in the top right corner a meter filled up, or the number increased, which meant I absorbed the damage that they dealt to me and added it to the pool. And then with that protection you can just carefree kill everything. If your damage isn't enough, you can always just cast your roar to give you some more damage. It definitely makes killing enemies a lot faster. And if your Iron Skin runs out, you can just recast it and extend your immortality. Also, you are invulnerable to all status effects and knockdowns and everything while your Iron Skin is active, so those stupid Nox units can no longer poison and kill you in the matter of a second. So that's really good to have. And now to your first ability. You use it, you charge through the enemies and knock them back. If you play on a Corpus tile set, like Gas City tile set, which are those flying ships, you can knock enemies off the map, which is sometimes useful because that basically insta-kills them. If you have your Iron Skin active, your charge will do more damage. And now we already get to the fourth ability, which is your Stomp. It simply is a panic button which stops all the enemies from attacking you and be suspended in midair. And you can cast it again. By putting duration mods on like continuity, you extend how long they're suspended. But it doesn't really matter, even the base value, as you see, is by far enough to take care of some enemies while they're just suspended in midair. That's already Rhino, a pretty good starter, pretty good for buffing your still kind of developing weapons, and generally for starting out. I hope you enjoyed it, and end note here, I'm trying to get a hold of my channel, trying to sort stuff, trying to do more videos in general. Yeah, I hope you enjoy what I'm doing, and I hope you support it. And I don't like asking for likes, so I still cannot do an outro. Bye bye.